I am chatting with Joyce Curvin, who teaches paper mache sculpture at Dunedin Fine Arts Center. And Joyce, I see you have some of your critters here with you. So if you could tell us about them and what they are made of.
These are my dogs, a couple dogs and a couple birds. They're all made of recycled material. This little dog, for instance, is made starting with a base of some whey protein bottles in his body. We have some lovely political mailers underneath his ears because that cardboard works great for ears. And we have a lot of cardboard in his nose and a little bit of wire and newspaper. And you know what else? Those pesky phone books that arrive at your door every day, they're plastered all over his body. And that's what we use for the paper mache because phone books are great for that. This dog is the same. He's also made starting with a paper base. And he's got some of the cardboard tubes that you get in your coat hangers. Those are the starting points for his legs. His little bird on top is all newspaper. He's also got some leather for the tongue. The birds can start sometimes with discarded Christmas ornaments, which work great for this round spherical body. Mm-hmm. And we add on to that with newspaper. We have a leather beak and a leather tongue and some feathers for added zest.
Wow. So how did you get into making these guys?
Well, I got into doing it because I used to do clay and I love clay. I love the feel of it. I love the textures. Do not like to wait for the kiln. Don't like the unexpected nature of the kiln. I wanted to know what I was getting. And I started doing paper mache because I get a similar texture to clay without the weight and the not knowing about color. That probably was because I wasn't really good with glazes. But anyway, so this works really better for me, and I can get a lot of the similar effects that I can with clay with paper mache.
Oh, wow, okay. And why did you decide to become a teacher?
Because it's just fun to share with people and to let them experience what they probably did in kindergarten one more time. Because you did do this in kindergarten or in elementary school, and we're just taking it to the next level. So I think people come into the class feeling like they've already done it once before and they're not intimidated by maybe a new medium, and they tend to have a lot of fun.
Yeah. Is it difficult to work with the paper mache?
It's a little bit hard just to get going. It's very messy. So if you don't like messy things, this would not be your class. But if you don't mind getting glue on you and getting a little messy, it's really fun. And once you get the hang of it, it goes really quickly.
Mm-hmm. And do students need to have any artistic skills to take your workshops?
No artistic skills are required. You have to have an open mind and you have to have a sense of fun. If you don't have a sense of fun, it's going to be a little more difficult to create these kinds of animals. And my big rule, I have 3 rules of my paper mache class. One is you never put the glue down the sink. That's really important, unless you know a big plumber. The second one is you talk to the piece while you're making it. And you remember, it's just a cartoon. It's just a cartoon. So it doesn't have to be exactly like your dog or a dog you might see on the street. It just grasps the essence of it.
So these critters you have here are a lot of fun to look at. Is the atmosphere in your class a lot of fun as well?
I would say yes. I mean, because once people get going, it's just there's a lot to you have a lot of time to chit chat and visit because it takes a while to do the paper mache process. But it's really fun because you get to see what everybody else is creating. We all start with essentially the same materials. And everybody comes up with great new ideas. We help each other. We laugh a whole bunch during class. And it's very relaxed. It's a low stress class.
So a lot of our students say that they come to DFAC for the community. Have you noticed that the benefits of that social interaction in your workshops?
Oh my gosh, we have so much fun. It is just great because you come in with a group of people, sometimes 12 if it's a large group, and you don't know anyone in the group, and after 4 weeks it's like your old pals, and we just have such a good time because we're making really happy things. I mean, you can't make something that's happy and be cranky. Well, you could, but it would be cranky looking. So no, we have a really good time. It's very laid back, and what's really important to me is that when people leave the class, they know exactly how to do this at home, that they could do this without me and feel very comfortable making tons of dogs or whatever they want to make with this process.
That's great. So what would you say to someone who is maybe hesitant to come to the Art Center and take a class?
Just do it. It's really, really fun. It's fun to try something new. I love to take classes from other instructors. And I've gone into something like, for me, being a 3D girl, I took some 2D classes and had so much fun. And it scared me to death because I'm not really 2D. But you know what? I did it and it was great. It was really, really fun. So you never know till you try.
Yes. Well, we have a link below this video so folks can read your workshop descriptions and they can sign up if they're interested. And I just want to, yes. So thank you, Joyce, for taking some time today to talk with me and to show us your animals.